Not much, dude. How about you?
Hey man, I'm just vibing, you know the usual. But I had a question for you. Do you shave your delicate area below the waist region? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the twins, the dangle?
yeah,
You do?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, well I'm glad to hear that because today, ladies and gentlemen, the episode is brought to you by Manscaped. And you know what their mission is, baby. Gotta save them. They all matter. They all matter. All right? And the best way to do that is by using Manscaped's awesome new thing, man. This little trimmer right here, the Lawnmower 3.0, has this little light on it.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's like a tech. It's like shaving your, delicate areas, but like the SWAT version right here, man. Because of this, and I'm sure you can attest, you like to see what you're doing down there, right?
Sure, definitely. That lighting should help.
It should, man. But not only is this episode brought to you by Manscaped, we also have a promo code for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you use the promo code MOATS, you'll receive up to 20% off plus free shipping, Deke. 20% off plus free shipping? All you gotta do is use the promo code MOATS. It's right there. It's that simple, baby, at manscaped.com. So don't waste time. Save your balls. That's the thing. Based on the guys that have been available at 24 or around pick 24. Obviously, I told you we had Elijah Vera Tucker. He went at pick 22 to the Titans up here. Teven Jenkins is available around that same range.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Darrison out of Virginia Tech. He went at 17 in his mock, so still in the vicinity. All right, let's see what other tackles.
Jackson Carman, Jalen Mayfield.
Yeah.
Sam Cosme.
Those guys, yeah, they were all available. The main guys who were, the big guys who are gone. In terms of Rashawn Slater, he's out of there. He's gone at 13. Who else do you have that's gone? Panay, is it Sewell?
I'm not sure how to
I
pronounce
want to say Panay. Panay from Oregon. That guy. Yeah, he's gone at 5, obviously, to the Bengals. Let's see, what other offensive linemen? Yeah, so outside of Christian Darrison, because he's at that 17, so you could say that's the cutoff of if he's technically in our range or not. But yeah, Christian Darrison, Rashawn Slater, and Panay, those are the big 3 that were gone.
Yeah.
So in our range, and guys that we would potentially take at 24, Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC, Teven Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. And from there, you got Samuel Cosme out of Texas, Alex Leatherwood out of Alabama, and then Walker Little as well. Man, you got a lot of these linemen, man. Jeez. Yeah. Jackson Carman and Dylan Randall.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wyatt Davis, the guard out of Ohio State. Now, I don't think we're touching him at pick 24, but these are still guys that are going either late first round or early second round. So we talked about if you didn't pick at 24 and you decided to trade back, these guys still could be in the vicinity. So once again, if Kevin Colbert, he's mine. Hey, I'm totally into this thing. I gotta go O-line. What we looking like, baby? What we thinking?
Who am I picking out of these guys? I don't know, dude. I told you I'd rather go running back, linebacker, but it's tough because I just have some things written about some of these linemen, and it seems like there's pluses and minuses for each of them.
There are.
You texted me this. I don't know if you're thinking this guy. Maybe you really like him. Teven Jenkins, though.
I like him in the sense, watching him on tape reminds me of Pouncey in terms of the nastiness that he plays with. He finishes guys. Like, you watch him, man, it's like it's not enough that he's just blocking you. It's not enough that he's blocking you 5 yards.
People to the sideline.
Like, I like that energy. For my offensive lineman, I don't want good offensive linemen. I want my old lineman like Pouncey. I want my old lineman like what's the boy Taylor Lewan. I want my offensive linemen. They gonna talk to you. They not afraid to punch you. They not afraid to get punched. They would whatever, because you know that's the guy that's gonna go to war and will die for that quarterback. He's gonna do whatever it takes to keep him safe, but more so when this guy's running the ball, he's gonna do whatever it takes to keep those guys clean. Trent Williams is another guy. We love Trent Williams' game because he's nasty when he plays out there. He tries to destroy you, and that's what I see when I see Teven.
What's the downside? Because everything I'm reading on him is that everyone loves him
for that reason. Versatile as well, man.
Athletic. So why is he getting mocked to like late first round, maybe even second round?
I think to me more so because he isn't the quote unquote like premier left tackle right now. He played a lot more right tackle, and I think he played some inside as well. Some left guard, I want to say, for them. So I think that's a little bit different. Where you think about the tackle from Oregon, like he was there the whole time, and it was no moving around like, dude, that's who he is. He's a monster, you know? So even with Elijah Vera Tucker, similar thing, right? They're slating him to bump out the tackle, but he played guard. You know, and some people think that he can be more Quentin Nelson type at guard than they think he could be a high level Pro Bowl all pro guy at tackle. So I think it's just the difference of opinions of where they think these guys can project to and stuff like that.
I get what you're saying. And they were saying the same thing about Slater.
Mm-hmm.
People
I done seen Slater, man, early, and I done seen him falling as well. It's crazy.
Yeah, because some people are concerned about his arm size now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny. Two of these guys in this top 10, all of a sudden, they're like the
it's crazy.
The Chase Young kryptonite, Jalen Mayfield and Slater. Apparently, they kept him in check in college. But with Slater, yeah, they say he's like really athletic and stuff, or he's really fundamentally sound. And if he goes to the guard or center spot, some people project him as Pouncey.
Yeah.
But then people are concerned about the tackle thing if he wants to play those positions because of the arm length.
Well, and we've also seen.
So it's weird. It's like, where do you have him? That's probably going to depend on where he gets drafted.
And it's funny you say that in terms of the arm length and stuff like that, but also personal preference. We saw in Baltimore, right, where the franchise tackle got hurt. Obviously, got hurt in the game versus us. Right tackle has to go over and play left tackle for them. He balls out, and he's like, I don't want to go back to right tackle. I want to play left because we know left tackle gets the money. That's the blind side, right? And for him, he's like, I don't want to leave there. I want to stay on the left. So now they have a situation where they got to figure out what to do with that, right? With Rashawn, you have to ask him, like, yo, are you open to playing a different position? Or are you, hey, I want to play this is the only position I want to play? If that's the case, then that could also be a reason why you could see him fluctuating in the draft.
Yeah, definitely. So you like Teven Jenkins?
I do.
Out of those bottom like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I do. I just like that. I like the nastiness, man. It's something about when you see him finishing guys play after play after play. To me, I'm just like, that's what I want my offensive lineman to look like.
So yeah, since you texted me, he was one of the guys I kind of focused on more. Like I was watching highlights and actually some people like break down film and stuff, and it was pretty impressive. One of the other things was his quick first step right off the line.
Yeah.
I don't know if that could be a red flag where he's jumping off sides or doing these
So,
false starts all the time, but
no. So let me get you right, man, on the quick first step.
And it was very powerful what they were saying too.
You love it. So you heard of oh my goodness, now I'm drawing a blank on his name. Jeez, the tackle that was over in Cleveland for all the years, Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
People love Joe Thomas, right? We view Joe Thomas as probably the best offensive line we've seen in this generation. Like that, legit dude. Played against him multiple times. He is for real, for real. The one thing that makes him so special, though, was that right there, his get off. He's lined up barely on that line of scrimmage. And his first step, we would pause the tape, and sometimes he's gone before the ball even snapped.
They ain't catching it.
And they're not catching it. But the reason you love it for offensive line because it creates that space. You think about this, right? When and this is the duality of that offensive lineman position. On a run play, they're trying to eat the space up. They want to get you in tight. They don't want any type of separation. On pass rush, I don't know. Let me get my space. They kick. Hey, you stay away. Give me some distance. With that kick like that, that great first kick, you create so much separation between that edge guy that now he gets limited in terms of what he can and can't do. That inside rush, that speed, actually the speed rush goes away. The reason why you want that first step as a tackle to be fast to prevent that speed rush because you don't want to get beat around the edge. That's the fear, right? Beat around the edge. I know I got a guard right here to protect the inside, but I need somebody on this edge. If I'm kicking out like that fast, now that's gone. Now what I have to worry about, and this is what Joe Thomas got great at, that inside hand for the bull or the inside hand to make sure if he's going on the inside rush, he can power that thing down. If he can do that, man, that first step is great. You want to be fast. You don't want to be slow off that ball. If you're a tackle and you're going after the ball snap, it's too late. You're done. You're toast.
That's what I'm telling you. From everything I was doing this research on, I don't know why this dude's not going in the top 10 though. It seems like he's got everything right.
I'm with you. I'm like, is it because you played at Oklahoma State? Like, I don't get it, man.
Was it because he was right tackle exclusively? Did he
do
left tackle?
He played some left. He played some guard and he played right tackle. And then the same with Vera Tucker. He played guard and he was a tackle as well. So maybe that's it. But I'm trying to figure out. But this is the thing. I feel like we do this every year. Not us, but just like the draft gurus. Every year during this time, they start to, all right, well, we hyped this guy up. We praised him. Now we're going to keep watching the tape. Now we're going to outsmart ourselves here. Now, you know what? Maybe he's not that. Maybe he's not,
Yeah, why weren't people on him in the fall?
Right. So that's the thing. I'm just like, Or do they just, because they're just constantly doing this time of year, this is all they do, draft, draft, draft. They just, all right, I've seen this guy so much that now you start to just nitpick what you already said this was great about him, but now you want to critique what you called him great on. Like, I just feel like you're overdoing it sometimes, man.
Yeah. Now, do you like him at 24 though?
I do, because I don't think he'll be available after that.
Whoa, you think people are gonna be picking up on him?
I do, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, man, just based on right here, right, in terms of Elijah Vera Tucker and Teven Jenkins, they are both slated to go like right in the same area. Elijah went at 22 right here. Now, even if he didn't go to the Titans, the Jets picking at 23, they might want to do that, especially knowing that they're going to probably have to take a quarterback. Well, not probably have to. They are going to take a quarterback. You know, you're going to want to protect them. So that to me, I'm like, all right, Jacksonville's another one. I can see them potentially mess with it. Cleveland picks after us. Baltimore picks after us. You know what I mean? Like, it's plenty of teams that are picking after us. They're gonna need offensive lineman help. We even talk. Don't forget Tampa. Now, I don't. You never know with Tampa. They got just an embarrassment of riches right now. They could even say, you know what? We'll take him and make him our swing tackle. He'll be our extra old lineman. He'll be the eligible. Yeah.
How do you feel about him versus like the top 3 or 4? You think we'd be getting a steal then?
No. I put it like this. I think he, in terms of Teven.
Yeah, versus like Penne, Slater, Darisaw.
Penny's
Okay.
he's in the class by himself. That's how I look at him. But Slater, that's the one though. I think he's closer to Slater than what the mocks have it. But then I also wonder, is it just because of what teams need, right? Because okay, if well, no, that doesn't make sense, because I'm looking at the right here. They have the Chargers at 13 going Rashawn Slater, and then at 17 they're going with Christian Darisaw from Virginia Tech. So I don't know, man.